It's another international break mini episode, and we'll be looking ahead to the main event of the weekend. It's the North London Derby, right here on the Crowing Cockerel podcast.
It's North London build-up week, and we're back on the Crowing Cockerel podcast. I'm Graham. I'm here with Mark. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
And Tom. Hi, Tom.
Hello, chaps.
So, it's the biggie. The one fixture we all look for when the fixtures come out. It's the one we really, really want to win. It's one of those fixtures we talked about at the beginning of the season that, we need to start getting points on the board in again. How confident are we feeling?
Not particularly. No. I mean, I'd love to say that I'm brimming with confidence after a slight upturn before the international break. But to be honest, I think the major difference this season is Arsenal just seem quite good. They seem really resilient. They seem really dull. It's not like they're a good watch, but the quality they now have, the strength and depth is ridiculous. They've never had as good a team as this, and so you're right. It's that fixture we look for, and you really want to win the home one. You hope to get something out of the away one, and it would be brilliant if we come away from the Emirates with anything, I think.
Yeah, it's strange with Arsenal, isn't it? I mean, I hesitate to say that they seem to be a class apart in the league, because I don't think they are. I just think that they are very good at what they do, and it just so happens that what they do seems to be exactly what is needed this season. They are a big team, aggressive in the press, imposing, and obviously they are masters of the set piece, and the set piece is king this year, and they've shown it time and time and time again. And like you said, even in the games where they have been behind, they've found a way. So through gritted teeth, you have to kind of admire what they're doing,
and you can't get away from the fact that we haven't won at Arsenal for 15 years.
Well, this is the point I was going to make, is that we've spent far too long talking about how good Arsenal are. They're ruining
Absolutely.
football, but yeah, okay, but they're top of the league, fine. But actually, when Arsenal weren't very good, we really struggled to get a result there. And the last win, apart from the League Cup, wasn't it, with I think it was 2-0, wasn't it, when Ali scored that great goal?
Dele Alli, yeah.
Scored that great goal. Before that, it was when we came back from 2-0 down, and Yunus Kabul got the headed winner, didn't he? And I've moved house since then and had a child, and generally quite a lot's happened. So it's a long time ago. So at the best of times, you wouldn't think we'd go there with much confidence, but we're not playing great. I mean, we're trying to be as boring as Arsenal most of the season, and it's going to be a corner off, isn't it? It's just going to be a corner off. And the great thing is that Gabriel's injured, so we don't have to mark him.
That is a big miss for them. That is a big miss.
I struggle to see how we go there with much confidence, but it's a chance, isn't it? It's a chance for Thomas Frank to absolutely get a result that starts his era, because I think he needs. I thought the City result you thought was a start, wasn't it? But it was a false dawn, really, wasn't it, for a little bit? And now it needs to.
Yeah, but this is what I was going to say, though. We have the blueprint, don't we? That City performance is the blueprint of a going away to a, let's be very honest, a better team than us. That is the blueprint. And if we can do that against Arsenal, there's no reason to think that we can't get something from the game.
I think it was their last game against Sunderland, where I think it was 2-2, wasn't it? And Sunderland were really up and at it, got in their faces, made it really uncomfortable, and defended really, really well. So they're not the perfect team by any stretch of the imagination. They've had a good start to the season, but it's about time they get put in their place. And why not start on Sunday?
I think the difference, obviously, with the Sunderland game, they were at home, they're the crowd behind. For me, going to Arsenal is going to be tricky, but any game is an opportunity to win it. If we can, how? How do you think we can get one over Arsenal?
I think with Arsenal, they struggle more if you are really, really compact against them, um, and break on them really, really well. Their massive strength is that set pieces. So if you're too deep for too long, all they're going to do is win enough corners probably to score.
Yeah, and that's my biggest concern because I just, as I say, they're such a physical team. That's my biggest worry. I just don't see how we get out against them because it's that same old problem that we will just be bullied. And that's why I think, again, that Gabriel miss is a big one for them at both penalty areas. But yeah, we need to find a way to get a kind of a foothold in their half.
Still waiting to hear if Kudus is going to be past fit. Obviously, he's missed the last few games. Um, I I genuinely think Kudos, Xavi, and Odebear behind Richie, because essentially Richarlison's our only forward now. I think we have to rely on them to be able to break forward and do something for us.
You say Rich is our only forward. There is, of course, Dane Scarlett. Now, he's only had a few minutes, but it's got to be said, when he came on the European game, he looks.
It's exciting, isn't he? He makes stuff happen.
You look at Richarlison, and if he's not in the game, he doesn't doesn't get himself in the game, does he? He sort of needs to have a
Mm,
really good start straight away. So, at what point do you think, well, we haven't got any strikers? Let's just go with Dane
do it.
Scarlett up front, and it's a free hit.
Well, it reminds me of the Kane situation. I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago. The only reason Harry Kane got a chance in that team is because everyone else was so awful that in the end there was no real other option. He couldn't carry on playing Soldado, so he just stuck him in and gave him a chance because there was nothing really to lose. And I'm not really sure we're quite at that point with Richie, but the same applies. It's like, well, what is there to lose? Stick him in and see what happens. The worst that's going to happen is it'll do nothing.
Yeah, I do wonder though if this is not because he frustrated us, didn't he? The last game, I know he scored, but then the shirt came off, and there was all of the over celebration, and what you wanted us to do was get compact and solid again and just see the game out. And yeah, sort of he let himself down. He came in for a lot of criticism. I know we mentioned it on the pod last time. I think so did everybody else. My point was going to be that emotive, niggly, annoying side of him that might just be the perfect fit for a derby game. If you're going to have somebody to wind up the opposition and frustrate the crowd and annoy the referee and just to make things unsettled, if we're not getting a foothold in the game, at least do something which is a
Yeah.
distraction, which might lead us to creating a chance, even if it goes in off his backside. I don't care if he takes his shirt off as long as it's already in the 95th minute.
But this is the time to win it, isn't it? When your expectation is as low as possible, all the odds are stacked against you. This is where you go and sneak a 1-0 and
Yeah,
ruin.
what are they going to say about Sunderland? I mean, obviously it was they put a good performance in, but I wonder how much of that was just this kind of mindset that they have nothing to lose. They're a promoted team. No one's expecting them to beat Arsenal, so that just go and fly at them. And if they lose 3-0, well, so what? Everyone's expecting them to do that anyway. Now, obviously, it's a big difference with Spurs. It's a North London derby. If we go and lose 3-0, it's not going to be accepted. But I do think there needs to be some of that, just some of that mindset is that let's just go at them. Because I don't care who you are, if you go at a team, if you press and you harry and you harass those defenders and you make them uncomfortable, they will make mistakes. I don't care how good you are.
But they're not brilliant. They're not brilliant in standard open play. I mean, they're good. They're
They're
good,
not.
but they're not. They're not prime Pep's Barcelona. They're not
No.
anywhere near that level. They can play through the lines and they've got a good structure, but you can get around them.
You can definitely do it, but it's just about being brave and picking your moments, isn't it? You can't go mad because they have got that kind of football nous and intelligence to pick you off, and they're ruthlessly efficient like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? I think we go there more in hope than expectation.
So let's get into the real world predictions. Predict your score and your Spurs scorer. I'll go first because start on a high. Um, we've got absolutely nothing to lose. I don't think it'll be a great game. I think we're going to nick it 1-0. Romero's going to get on the end of a corner.
You're loving your Romero scorer thing, aren't you?
It will be right. One day, it will be right.
Go on, Mark.
Well, again, I have got to let my head rule my heart, just like Chelsea. As much as I would love to see a swashbuckling performance, I can't see it. I cannot see that we have the physicality to get into their box enough. So I am going to predict a 2-0 defeat.
I think we'll struggle. I think Arsenal are good, and I think they're very good at home. I would like us to put in a good performance, and perhaps only come a cropper with a 1-0 loss. We're playing away. I just don't think it's going to be our day. So my prediction is a 1-0 loss, probably from a set piece.
Nice.
Nope. No, not nice at all.
Right. So I think it's time for Tom's teaser.
Tom's teaser.
Right. So, of course, with Tom's teaser, I always try and make it relevant. And oddly, Graham has sort of ruined it because he's already mentioned the last time we beat them. And it's literally 15 years ago, 20th of November, 2010. That's the last time we beat Arsenal at the Emirates. So what I need to do now is take one of the questions I had, scrub that out, because me asking you guys who scored the winner is going to be a bit pointless
Mark,
now.
Cabal.
But good to get some practice in here, Mark. So yes, your names, your buzzers. We now have 9 questions on the game from 2010. Let's go. Which Arsenal player handballed to give us the penalty that drew us level?
Mark. Philip Senderos.
No. Graham, I'm going to hand over to you.
Van Persie.
It was Cesc Fabregas.
I knew it was one of the better players. Yeah.
Who scored the penalty to draw us level?
Graham.
Go on.
Van der Vaart.
Is correct. Who scored the other opening goal for the Spurs?
Graham.
Yes. It was Bale. Which compatriot of Kabul partnered him in defence?
Oh, Mark.
Yes.
William Gallas.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
Well done.
yes.
And which other ex-Arsenal player was an unused sub?
Mark.
Go on.
Was it David Bentley?
It was David Bentley. Name one of the Arsenal scorers.
Graham. Van Persie.
No, Mark. Over to you.
I mean, was Patrick Vieira still playing?
Okay, it was Nasri or Shamak. Do you know the guy who used to have the really bad smeared
Shamak.
haircut?
Yeah.
Awful. It wasn't a very good goal either. He bundled it in. It's
Had
terrible.
Van Persie gone to like Man United to win
No, Van
stuff
Persie was
like
there. I think he came on as a sub later on. He didn't start. Okay, which striker was brought on at half-time replacing Aaron Lennon?
Mark. Jermaine Defoe?
Correct. Okay, it's been 15 years.
I'm winning.
It's been 15 years since we beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Before that game, how long had it been since we'd beaten Arsenal at the Emirates? Oh, well, we'd beaten Arsenal at their place. And I'm going to open up to both of you here, so you both get a chance to say how many years you think it was. Graham, you go first.
14.
14 years. Mark.
I'm going to go 19 years.
And Mark gets it. It was 17 years.
That is bad. That is terrible record. That is awful.
Abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. Do you want to change your prediction now? If Arsenal had won that game, they would have topped the league. But who would have they knocked off the top of the league?
Mark. I mean, Man United?
No. Over to you, Graham.
Man City.
No, it was Chelsea. So, at the end of that, I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
He's turned it around with a score of 4-2. Mark wins.
Yes, he does.
Well done. Well done. A
Thank
great
you.
shout on Bentley. So, Mark, congratulations. And you have clawed back a point. So now, in the Tom teaser scores, it stands Graham 5, Mark 4.
Tom's teaser.
It's exciting, isn't it? A real ding-dong battle.
So, due to some technical hitches, Graham isn't going to join us for signing out. We've just been watching smoke coming out of his laptop. But we thought we'd finish off by just trying to find some positives from the international break, which you all know and love. It was nice to see Van de Ven throwing in one of his trademark runs again, wasn't it, Mark?
Oh, did you see it? Unbelievable. Interesting. I think we mentioned it last week, actually, about the possibility of him playing left back. So he plays left back for Holland. And yeah, he just went on one of those runs, and he eventually got scythed down by one of the Polish players. But yeah, I mean, again, just frightening. You just cannot stop him when he gets going. And yeah, a fantastic run.
I think if we've got any chance against Arsenal, I mean, obviously Graham's gone for Romero scoring a winner for us, and that'd be amazing. But I think if we've got any chance, we need Romero and Van de Ven on top form. They can be the bedrock of so many good results for us. They already have been, but when they are on top form, we are so solid. And actually, and we've spoken about this before, Romero's range of passing and Van de Ven's opportunity to bring it out, they can be that sort of odd offensive option for us as well.
No, true.
How much we're going to see that against Arsenal, I don't know. But I think
it's an option. It's an option, yeah. And to be honest, I can't think of too many other teams that have that same option. So you could almost think about building a tactic around it. And if you're going to do that, you could then have that deep double pivot that just sits there. It could be the new evolution of football, these amazing attacking centre-backs.
Well, if anybody can do it, Van de Ven can do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, good to see Tel and Audebert again for the French under-21 team, continuing to play together and gain an understanding of each other. I think Audebert's actually improved the last few weeks. He's obviously got a long way to go, but he's starting to look like he's got a bit of potential, isn't he? A little bit more output.
Yeah, he's, for me, first choice on the left now. You have to give him a run on the side. And it is I think the only argument for playing Tel in that number 9 position, because obviously they have an understanding from the international setup. I think they made Tel captain for the under-21, so that's how highly they rate him.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, looking to Arsenal, I still think Richie's probably the right call.
Yeah.
But having that understanding between those players, that's vital. I think I said a few weeks ago, I don't like the over-rotation of that front 3 or front 4 even, because I think it makes us, less solid in an area of the pitch where, to be fair, we've looked poor. So I'm hoping to see more from Audebert. Be great to see more from Tel. And yeah, that can only be a positive that they're still getting minutes for the under-21s.
Absolutely.
And do we give a little mention to Troy Parrott, old ex-Spurs player who's doing well in the Dutch league, but absolutely smashed it against both Portugal and then brilliantly against Hungary. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, just another one of these players. He obviously didn't quite make it at Spurs, went out on loan several times, but seems to have found his feet in the Dutch league. And it wouldn't at all surprise me. Sometimes football is all about timing and opportunity, and sometimes you've got to almost step down, and that's not to be disrespectful to Dutch football, but step down into a slightly lower league to really find your feet, and that then gives you the correct platform to come back to the level that you always wanted to be at. And it's fantastic for him. Really pleased. Great to see Troy Parrott banging in the goals, and let's see how they get on in the playoffs.
He's the new Robbie Keane.
He might well be. Just work on his celebration.
Yeah. There you go. And on that completely predictable bombshell, we'll leave it there. Looking forward to the Arsenal game. Really hope that mine and Mark's pessimism is proven unfounded, and Graham's prediction comes to fruition. Let's see how we get on.
Let's see how we get on. Come on, you Spurs. Let's go
Come on.
smash them.